What's going on, everyone? This is your Astrology Horoscope for Thursday, February 20th, 2025. I'm astrologer Alex Skyles, and welcome to the Moon Base. Hope you guys are doing great. It's good to be here with all of you. We're now in Pisces season. The sun is seeming to soften up a little bit, and of course, we have a lot to look forward to as the sun transits through Pisces. We have Mercury, we have Saturn, and the North Node Neptune, and today this moon is going to come into Sagittarius, and it's going to make a nice little sextile to Pluto, which could be very innovative and freeing, and just this feeling where it's like, I need a little bit of freedom today. I want to stay home and do my thing, right? But the sun's going to make this square too. The sun, so there's things that are definitely unclear and foggy and blurry. With these mutable squares, this is where things get a little blurry and confusing. There can be some confusion today, but definitely some drive to want to free ourselves and liberate ourselves and do something off the cuff and interesting, but it's got to be practical. It's got to be realistic. The sun and Mercury and Pisces, it's like, we want to see the vision. Sometimes it's hard to see the vision because today at the same time, this Mercury and Jupiter are going to be squaring. So when it comes to information, when it comes to facts, when it comes to the truth, when it comes to reality, what's not real, the fact and the fiction, there's a lot of questions surrounding these things today. And it can be, we're not going to have all the answers today. To be honest with you, just to jump right out of it, it's like Monday, if we really want to get the answers and we really want to execute on something, we need to work through these things over the next few days. That's going to be coming up today. We just had the moon in Scorpio opposing Uranus and, activating different territory. Now, the sun's in Pisces with all these other bodies in Pisces, and this moon is coming through like, okay, where's the truth? This Mercury, Jupiter square, and Jupiter dispositing the moon, like some facts and truth. And deception can be surfacing, right? If anybody's feeding you, bullshitting you, and there's like, I don't think the words coming out of your mouth, align with, what I'm feeling to be truth. Like there can be a lot of, BS floating around today, and definitely things that are going to raise questions. Like, man, I can't believe I used to believe this situation, believe this person, or this could be kind of a revealing day. On paper, this Mercury square Jupiter. This is when things on paper. Obviously, we've seen it with the Doge thing and Elon and all this. Everything's being exposed. All the deception is being. A lot of deception is being exposed. Okay, and this moon with the little sextile here underneath is amplifying Pluto, where it's like, it's like, we want the truth. We have to dig deep. And we've been seeing that over the past month, I think, too, a lot of people that I'm talking to, I had 2 readings with people this week. People around me, friends, family, even in business. It's like, it just feels with Mars totally stopped, Venus almost totally stopped, ready to go retrograde, with Mars about to go direct. Like, this masculine feminine energy is about, the switch is about to flip extreme. We've seen Mars go offline for a bit. We've seen the masculine energy kind of like, whoa, like there's been this kind of masculine force that's come through, where the guard comes down, the screen, the filter comes down, and then Mars just comes through and cuts, and Mars being in Cancer too, it's not at its fullest masculine potential. So when Mars comes retrograde, as Venus or Mars comes direct as Venus goes retrograde, we're going to see a huge masculine flip, and I've seen astrologers on the internet, and I making fun of people, but I'm just saying, it's like, people like Venus going retrograde. Oh, the feminine is about to. I'm like, no, it's the other way. Venus is about to retrograde. Mars is about to come direct and then go into Leo over the next month and a half. So we're about to see like masculine energy come through in every angle, you know, collectively, individually. Mars has to make that final opposition to Pluto, you know. So these difficult squares that are going to be very challenging today when it comes to communication and what's on paper, you know, and looking at reality, looking at the truth. Like, it's going to be complex, very complicated. Because Jupiter's direct, Saturn is out of shadow. Mars is just waiting to come direct. Venus is like, oh, I'm going retrograde. You know, I'll be back. It's like yesterday with that moon coming through Scorpio, which I didn't do a horoscope yesterday. Lots of work going on. So it's just, it's almost like yesterday and today are two different worlds. Just because the moon is coming in and the sun is here, and the moon and the sun are, you know, at the very beginning of Pisces season saying, hey, like, you know, we need to really talk about the truth here. We need to look at the facts. We need to look at the reality. The sun will square Jupiter here over coming into next week. So really, there's a lot of things that we're not going to have all the answers yet. Like, this is going to be a moment where, you know, information is going to surface, but we're going to have to go through the next couple days and then through the weekend to digest a lot of what's coming up. And when this sun and Jupiter square, it'll be highlighted. It'll be more visible for people to see, but it won't be until the Saturn Jupiter square, the final one, where whatever this is, whatever the facts and the truth and the deception that's coming up, really won't be stamped into place until that Saturn Jupiter square, which we will see in the coming months. So very interesting day with this moon in Sag, playing with the moon like this, or playing with the sun like this, and Jupiter, and it's very uncertain. These are very people with Mars trying to move forward. It feels very uncertain, like nothing's moving, right? Things feel still. The water is very still, right? Once Mars comes direct, the waves are going to start to move again. You know, these waves that are coming through, it's the sun in Pisces and Mercury. This is a storm. This is a storm brewing, you know, and it's not going to settle, you know, until Saturn comes around and meets with Jupiter. And then it's like, okay, this is the deal we're going to make based on what we've had to deal with here, you know, and on the positive end, because there is a positive outcome to this. Spiritually, you know, we have to go through these moments where we have to walk through things and, you know, things surface, and we have to look at where we didn't, where we didn't keep up, where we didn't clean up what we left behind, you know, where we weren't paying attention to with Pisces energy. It's like, it's easy to just, you know, you're out here, you're looking, you know, but you're not actually existing, you know, fully in reality, you know, with the escapism, right? Like, the escapism comes up so much through these transits. Mental health, Mercury square Jupiter. This is, you know, this isn't just about the facts and the truth. This is also about mental health, you know, and how we think, you know, what we're thinking about, our psychological program. Not necessarily our psychological programming, but how that, you know, expresses itself through our words and our language and relationships and how we communicate. So, and that's going to be a big deal, because this is all happening while Venus is pretty much totally stopped, ready to go retrograde, and Mars is like trying to move forward. So this is definitely the next few days is going to be dynamically interesting. The moon will square the nodes, you know, over the next 2 days before the moon comes into Capricorn. So it's, you know, there's a lot of truth that we have to deliver. That's being delivered right now. And, you know, as we can see with so much Neptune Pisces energy, there's two halves, you know. People who can't accept the reality and the ones who are optimistic about the future. Of course, Pisces and Sagittarius being Jupiter ruled signs. So Jupiter and Gemini is like, you know, like this is on you guys. I'm just giving you the facts, right? So hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Don't forget, my class is still for sale. There's 4 slots available for April. I'm super stoked about the class, and we've been going at it for the past 3 weeks, and it's been a lot of fun. So, also, my 2025 reading sales is going to be over March 1st. It's February 19th. So, if you want to get your 2025 reading for that price, it'll be there till the 1st of March. So, hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.